What's up everyone, Jeremiah here, the brand new video regarding to Crash Bandicoot. Mainly I'm going to be talking about here is how we need this character back into the gaming scene and how we have all the rights to get a sequel to Mind Over Mutant or a reboot or whatever, just a new game in general. Now, as you all know, it's been 5 years. Activision has been getting letters and tweets and shit and petitions up the ass of a new Crash game, and you know, it's been so long since we had a new game regarding to Crash, and we should have every right to get one. Now, as you all may know, I'm pretty sure that most of the fan base doesn't really approve of Titans or Mind Over Mutant, but that doesn't really matter because, well, when Crash Bandicoot actually does return in the future, I don't think that's the first thing that's going to come to mind of people. Honestly, in my opinion, I think that the first thing that will come to mind is be like, it will be like, holy shit, Crash Bandicoot's back. I'm really glad that this character is back from ever since Mind Over Mutant. It's been so long. I'm gonna go buy this game, and you know, if the game sells well, whoever the developer or whoever's behind the game, well, if it sells well and it'll give them a lot of profit and money, it will the company will consistently keep on pumping out sequels constantly, so it can make money for the franchise, and mainly not too God, I don't even know what I'm saying. Hopefully the Crash Bandicoot will not be made too mainstream and it won't get repetitive after a while, but you guys get my point. We have every right to get a new Crash game. And wow, it's only 1 minute and 35 seconds in this video. Holy shit, and I said that much. But yeah, so just like how Rayman was back in the day when Rayman was still having a lot of games all the way from 1995 when the first game debuted, and then 4 years later, it was Rayman 2 The Great Escape, which is for the PS1, PS2, and Nintendo 64 and Dreamcast and Windows, Game Boy Color, DS, 3DS. Well, it eventually got a 3DS remake, and it's on PSN and stuff, and it's on the iOS as well. So after that, we got a year afterwards, we got this game called Rayman Jr. I think it's this, I think it teaches you things in the game, I'm not pretty sure. But then we got a spin-off called Rayman M. Pretty much, Ubisoft was pumping out sequels constantly with Rayman. But then when Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc came out in 2003, 2 years after Rayman M, Rayman just like exploded with popularity. And then 2 years after Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc, there was Hoodlum's Revenge. And then after that, this is when Rayman just started, being forgotten about. Rayman Raving Rabbids. Now, as you all know, those little those little bastards pretty much killed Rayman. Even though they were owned by the same company, Rayman was involved. It didn't really have anything to do with the story. Pretty much Ubisoft was just milking constantly, just kept on milking, spin-offs with the Rayman franchise, and people were wondering, we want a new game and stuff. We want a new actual Rayman game. We're getting tired of these spin-offs of the Rabbids. They're killing Rayman over and over and over again. We're sick of it. So Ubisoft realized, and they understood after, let's see, what, 1, 2, 3, about 3 years. So if you hear my dog in the background, please don't pay attention to that. But, after 3 years of suffering with this Rayman Raving Rabbids bullshit, they finally realized 3 years later, after 2008, after the last Rayman game, Rayman Raving Rabbids TV Party, they made Rayman Origins, which was pretty much a prequel to the first Rayman game, and then now they're gonna release Rayman Legends, which is in about 4 to 5 days, I'm pretty sure. And I think Activision's doing the same thing. I mean, yeah, Activision doesn't develop the games, of course, but don't forget, we still got Radical Entertainment in the background. Give me a sec, guys. Hold up. Alright, guys, I'm back. Sorry for the interruption right there. But, yeah, so after 3 years of suffering with the Rayman Raving Rabbids franchise, games, the spin-offs, Ubisoft finally realized that people don't want people didn't want that shit anymore. So they brought Rayman back. He's popular again. He's backing up and at it, and he's getting another sequel to Rayman Origins, which is Rayman Legends, coming soon in like 5 to 4 days. 4 to 5 days. I'm sorry, that didn't sound right. But so I think Activision's doing the same thing as well. With Radical Entertainment developing the incredible project, I think they finally realized that we finally want a new Crash Bandicoot game after 5 years of suffering without a new Crash game. And I feel like they are hiding something. And when I talked to the Radical Entertainment lady, you don't have to believe me, that's perfectly fine. But I talked to the Radical Entertainment lady, she didn't really tell me anything. I told her don't leak anything, tiny or anything. I just told her, like, does it have anything to do with it? Well, I didn't ask it because I was kind of like nervous because I didn't want to get, face legal actions or anything. So I didn't really want to, go against her rights since she works at Radical Entertainment. I don't want to do that. So she said, we can't tell you that, but it will be published by Activision. So I don't know what the fuck that Activision support bitch was talking about back then on that, that video. She didn't even know who Radical Entertainment was. She probably didn't even know that Activision still had the established IP. I mean, still had the IP of Crash Bandicoot. So that's, yeah. Plus she was working there, so of course we would have believed her from the start. But then afterwards, we finally realized. So, yeah, I think that's it for this video. Let's hope that Crash Bandicoot has a new game developed by Radical Entertainment or some other company like High Moon Studios, because they do actually have an unannounced third-party title coming out soon. And I'm just saying, like, it would make a lot of sense for them to not say anything yet. Maybe we'll get a secret announcement within, the next 8 days of Crash Bandicoot's birthday. His birthday is on the 31st of August, which is this month. So hopefully we'll have a little tiny teaser of what's going to happen soon with Crash. And I'm not sure if this is true or not, because you can't trust Wikipedia. But one day, I'm not sure if it's still there. I'll check right now. As you can see right here, there's here on Radical Entertainment's Facebook, not Facebook, Wikipedia page. It says the quote unquote the incredible project to be announced in 2014, and I don't think it has any platforms. I'm not sure, but actually, let me go check. No, I'm not gonna check, but I'm pretty sure it didn't have any platforms listed, but it was gonna be announced for in 2014, which is next year. So all we gotta do is just hope. We can't take six years without a new Crash game. Hope you guys understand. And I'm also feeling a lot better ever since what happened a few days ago. Don't worry, I'm fine. My channel's backing up and at it, and yeah. So I think Activision's realized. I think Ubisoft already realized after 3 years of suffering with the Rayman Raving Rabbits bullshit. I think Activision's gonna realize as well. See, now being as though Ubisoft knows that, we all know that Ubisoft owns Rayman and the Raving Rabbit. So I mean, yeah, there's a little difference there, but Activision should already know that we have let's see, we're getting a lot of Call of Duty games and a lot of Skylanders games, even though there's only like 3 and a few on iOS devices. But you get my point. Those are 2 completely different franchises, but they know that they have a lot of developers on their for their company. So of course that Radical or the High Moon Studios has to be making the next game for Crash Bandicoot. It's possible. I'm not guaranteeing you, but it's possible because it makes a lot of sense in a way. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little update regarding to, hopes for a new Crash game to be in development. I really hope so, and I hope you guys hope so. And yeah, so I'm signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.